science. Children, in our previous video already we discussed about some of the chemical properties of acids and bases. They are neutralization reaction, reaction of metal oxides with acids and reaction of non-metal oxides with bases. Children, what is the general equation for the neutralization reaction? S. Acid plus base gives salt plus water. What is the general equation for the reaction of metal oxides with acids? S. When metal oxides react with acids, they give salt plus water. In case of metal oxides, what we understood? All metal oxides are basic in nature and all non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, these are some of the important points we discussed in our previous video. Now, coming to the next topic, that is activity 7. In this activity 7, we are going to discuss about what do acids have in common. Children, in our previous video already we discussed the lab activity. What is the final conclusion of the lab activity, ma? When acids react with metals, they liberate hydrogen gas. Yes or no? So by this, what we understood? All acids contains hydrogen. Children, our next topic is activity 7. This activity 7 is very helpful for identifying whether all compounds containing hydrogen or acids or not. For doing this activity, first prepare the solutions of glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Next, take 2 graphite rods and connect 2 different colored wires to these 2 graphite rods and connect one end of the graphite rod to 230 volts AC plug and another end to bulb and AC plug. And next, place the total arrangement into beaker and next add hydrochloric solution, dilute hydrochloric solution into beaker. Switch on the bulb. Children, what do you notice now? Yes, the bulb glows. Here the glowing of the bulb indicates the flow of the current through this solution. So the current is carried through this solution by ions. Here we have taken hydrochloric acid solution. Here HCl is an acid and it produces H plus ions. H plus ion is a cation because it contains positive charge. These H plus ions are the responsible for maintaining the acidic properties and conductivity of electric current. And next, repeat the same activity with sulfuric acid. In this case also the bulb glows because sulfuric acid is also an acid. So here it also produces H plus ions into the solution. So in this case also the bulb glows. Here next repeat the same activity with glucose. The formula for the glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, the chemical formula for the glucose is C6H12O6. Take this glucose solution into the beaker and repeat the activity again. In this case, children, what do you notice? This solution also contains hydrogen atoms, even though the bulb doesn't glow because glucose contains hydrogen atoms, but in aqueous solutions it doesn't produce the hydrogen ions. Okay, so that's why the bulb doesn't glow. Children, next take the alcohol solution and repeat the activity once again. The chemical formula for alcohol is C2H5OH and take the alcohol solution into the beaker and observe the changes in the bulb. In this case also the bulb doesn't glow even though the alcohol contains hydrogen. Here in this case also when we pour the alcohol solution into the beaker, when we pass the current through the solution, it doesn't produces any hydrogen ions. So this is the reason for the bulb doesn't glow. Children, by these observations, what we conclude here? All acids contains hydrogen. The compounds such as alcohol and glucose contains hydrogen but are not categorized as acids. Children, in this activity, mainly what we understood, aqueous solution, acids produces H plus ions. These H plus ions are the responsible for the conduction of electricity. Similarly, do the same activity with bases. In case of bases also, the bulb glows because previously we discussed in aqueous solution bases releases OH minus ions, means anions. OH minus ions or anions. It contains negative charge. So we call OH minus ion as anion. In case of bases, here OH minus ions means hydroxide ions. These hydroxide ions are the responsible for the conduction of electricity. So, by this what we understood, acids commonly they have H plus ions and bases they have OH minus ions. Then our one more interesting topic is, do acids produce ions only in aqueous solutions? Children, already we know acids dissociate into ions in aqueous solution. In our previous videos also we discussed a lot of times. Acids have the ability to dissociate into ions in aqueous solution. But here the question is, for dissociation of acids into ions, the aqueous solution is necessary or not? Children, for your better understanding this question, here we are performing an activity. The materials required for doing this activity is concentrated H2SO4, sodium chloride. H2SO4 means sulfuric acid, and sodium chloride, which is a common salt, and dry litmus paper, delivery tube, and wet litmus paper. First, take a test tube and take NaCl into the test tube and add concentrated H2SO4 to the NaCl. In this case, the NaCl reacts with H2SO4 and it evolves a gas. Children, can you guess which gas is evolved in this case? It is somewhat difficult to guess the gas which is evolved in this case. It is very easy to identify by writing the chemical equation for this case. Children, here the reaction takes place between sodium chloride, means NaCl, plus sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Children, this is a double decomposition reaction. Already we know, double decomposition reaction, the anions exchange takes place. Means here in NaCl, what is the anion, ma'am? Here Na is the cation and Cl minus is the anion. In H2SO4, H plus is anion and SO4 is cation. Okay, here the valency of sulfate is 2. So it combines with 2 hydrogen atoms and it forms sulfuric acid, means H2SO4. Here the chlorine combines with hydrogen and the sodium combines with sulfate, and the equation is Na2SO4. The products formed for this in this equation is Na2SO4. Children, why we wrote 2 here? Because already we discussed it. The valency of the sulfate is 2. So, the valency of the sodium is 1. So, here the sulfate combines with 2 sodium atoms and it forms Na2SO4 compound. And here the valency of the hydrogen is 1 and the valency of the chlorine is also 1. So, it forms only HCl. But here we have 2 hydrogens. So, place 2 here. Similarly, here we have 2 sodium atoms. So, place 2 before NaCl. So, now check whether the equation is balanced or not. Now, 2 sodium atoms and 1 sulfate atom and 1 sulfate molecule, and here also 1 sulfate molecule, and here 2 two chlorine atoms and two hydrogen atoms. Okay, now the equation is balanced. So when NaCl combines with sulfuric acid, it gives sodium sulfate plus hydrochloric acid. So children, here the liberated gas is hydrochloric acid. Pass this hydrochloric acid through delivery tube and place a blue litmus paper at the mouth of the delivery tube and observe the changes. Children, here we observe that there is no change in the color of the blue litmus paper. Already we know acids have the ability to turn the blue litmus into red, but here color is not changed in this case. And next, take one more litmus paper which is wet and pass the hydrochloric acid and observe the changes in the litmus paper, wet litmus paper. Okay, in this case we observed that the blue litmus paper turns into red. Why? Why? Because of hydrochloric acid gas touches the wet litmus paper. Wet litmus paper contains water. When it touches the water, the acid decomposes into ions, H plus and Cl minus ions. So, in this case, it turns the color of the blue litmus paper. In this case, the gas doesn't dissociate into ions, but in this case, the gas dissociates into ions. That's why this is the reason for changing the color of the blue litmus paper in second case. So, by this activity, here what we are concluding? For dissociation of acids into ions, aqueous solution is necessary. In the presence of aqueous solution only, the acids dissociate into ions. So children, now I will explain the chemical equation for the reaction of hydrochloric acid in water. Children, when hydrochloric acid reacts with water, it produces H3O plus Cl. Children, here H3O plus means hydronium ion. Already part 1 introduction of acids, I explained this H3O plus ion. Once again, I will explain here. Listen. Generally, in aqueous solution, acid means hydrochloric acid. It decomposes into H plus Cl minus ions. But hydrogen ions cannot exist as bare ions, means single ions. So, immediately this hydrogen ion reacts with water molecule H plus H2O gives H3O plus. So, it forms hydronium ion. So, that's why here you are getting hydronium ion plus chlorine. Okay. Similarly, next, in case of bases, when bases also reacts with in water, for example, if you take NaOH. NaOH in aqueous solution means in water, it dissociate into Na plus OH minus ions. Similarly, potassium hydroxide also. In aqueous solution, the potassium hydroxide dissociate into K plus OH minus. Similarly, magnesium hydroxide. In case of magnesium hydroxide also, it decomposes into Mg2 plus OH minus ions. Okay. So here, when bases reacts in water, it releases OH minus ions, means hydroxide ions. Then one more important point is all bases are not soluble in water. Bases which are soluble in water are called as alkalis. Okay children, this is our today's section. In this section we discussed about activity 7 and activity 8. In our next video, I'll come up with some more activities. Keep watching my videos like this only and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.